thing on? Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Okay, so you probably already know what today's video is about because you've seen the title. Alright, so today's video is going to be, so you're thinking about going to boot camp, no? But what should you do? Watch this video, I'll tell you. I got you. I have my notes. You can't make a video without notes because then you're going to be all over the place like, so you should, not this video. Okay, first things first. My biggest recommendation is knowing the Sailor's Creed. Oh my God. When I went to my recruiting station and they kept saying, practice the Sailor's Creed when you walk in the door. Because you know when you walk in the door, you have to be like, I am a United States sailor, blah, blah, blah. Right? Knowing that, like, they mean it when they say you should know it. Because when you go to boot camp, they're going to expect you to say it and know it like you know it, okay? So that's my biggest recommendation. Well, all of these are my biggest recommendation, but the Sailor's Creed, know it. Point blank, period. Number 2, oh my God. I'm telling y'all from my personal experience. So my face itches. When I went to boot camp, they was telling me when I was at the recruiting station as I was waiting to leave, they was like, oh, you should know your ranking structure, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just kind of like, okay, I'll learn it when I get there. Don't be like me and like people in my division who mistaken a chief petty officer for a petty officer. Oh my God, that will be the quickest way to get you dropped, like beat, like panting, like, I need some water. I'm being dramatic, but no, seriously, know your ranking structure because that is so important. Like, if you need help with learning the ranking structure, I promise I got you. I will make a whole video. And I already know that there's like thousands of videos surfacing YouTube, Google, like forums and all these different things of, different ranking structures. But I can help you, okay? Because if I did it, and Lord knows, I didn't learn it prior to boot camp, I got you. I can help you because I did it. So you can do it. So yeah, let's touch on ranking structure a little bit more, just a little bit longer. So you don't want to, the reason I say you don't want to mistake, like a chief for a first class or a second class or whatever, petty officer, because in boot camp, you're going to say I petty officer, I chief petty officer, it's going to be different things like that. You want to know who an officer is versus someone who's just, enlisted. There's a huge difference between enlisted and being like commissioned officer. Like, you don't want to make that mistake. But like, even if you have to, like, I know it might seem like you have to do more, just seems more than you want to do, but just take 2 additional trips down to your local recruiting station and just say, hey, can y'all help me out with telling me the different, like helping me know what's the difference between this rank and that rank, because you don't want to get to boot camp and I'm telling you, okay, you do not want to get to boot camp and make that mistake because you will pay for it. I know a couple of people are going to come down on this video and be like, that's not how my boot camp experience was. This is how mine was. So I only can tell you how mine was. I can't tell you how someone else's was. I've been hearing so many different things about hair regulations lately with the new changes to the Navy hair regulations. I've heard like it's more lax right now. And I just know from my experience, it wasn't relaxed. Like, it was very, very strict. So I highly recommend, if you have the option, females of course, if you have the option of having your hair in a bob of some sort, whether it's straight or curly bob, please do so. Or if your hair is long enough to be able to keep back into like a tight, nice bun that's very professional looking, I highly recommend that. I don't recommend trying to do shortcuts or anything that will make you stand out more, because yes, it may be more lax now, but you don't want to have like a target on your head as soon as you walk in the door. You want to walk in and be like, okay, yeah, at least my hair looks good, it's in regulations. That's one less thing that I have to worry about for my experience. Like for my time here, that's one less thing. And I know, like, I have locks right now. It took me a very long time to be able, these are faux locks. It took me a very long time to be able to start testing the Navy regulations. And this is definitely Navy regulations. This is not something I would recommend you going to boot camp with at all. Just because for me, it's hot and it's kind of heavy. At sometimes you don't want to go to boot camp and have to, you know, be doing different things and you're just constantly moving, especially when you're on formation and they want you to be. That's why I say like a bob or, you know, like a slick back bun, because if they want you to be a certain way, like you need to be that certain way. For example, when I wear glasses. So I was in like formation, like we was at, they call it the toe line, which is where you stand, you know, when everybody to the toe line, it's literally like a line that's a little further from your bed, your rack. And they told us to stand there, and I get there and whatnot, and we were standing there for a good amount of time. And my glasses, I was losing weight, so my face was slimming down, my glasses was starting to slide down and slide down. And I moved, and my RDC has seen that out the corner of his eye. He's like, who moved? And I did, and they didn't want to hear no excuse and nothing. It was like, drop. And that's why I'm like, if you can limit your movement here, you don't want to be doing this, none of that. If you can get your glasses tightened, even though they're going to give you glasses in boot camp, but if your glasses are starting to become loose or whatnot, don't be like me and be afraid to ask them. I have to be like, hey, excuse me, petty officer, or if you have an officer, excuse me, ma'am, with sir, is there any way I can maybe get an appointment, or the next time we're at medical, see if I can go to optometry and get my glasses tightened, just because it keeps falling and whatnot. Don't be afraid. The worst thing they can do is be like no, or tell you to drop, versus you getting dropped because you didn't ask them. Like, you know, you might as well. So train your body like no other. So the most things that I've ever done in boot camp was a lot of ab work. So push-ups, sit-ups, leg raises, oh my god, you know, just train your body like prior to you going to boot camp to be able to do push-ups and sit-ups. When I went to boot camp, I did not know how to do a single push-up. Yeah, I can do like they call it the girl push-ups when I'm on my knees, but that doesn't fly. You have to be up on your feet and your hands and doing push-ups. So my recommendation is try to do a plank for 1 minute out of the day, and to build your core, your muscles, build your ab muscles, so that you can start being able to go up and down, and find like strengthening exercises you can do for like your arms and stuff like that. That'll help as well. But start now. You don't want to be like me and not start and just think, oh, I just gotta master running, because before I went to boot camp, I just was just like, okay, I just need to get running down and I'll be good. No. Because for me, boot camp was harder that way, because I was constantly not knowing how to do these things. So it was just harder. I felt like I had to train harder than most people there, because I didn't know how to do it, and that was just like another target on my back. So I don't know how to do push-ups or sit-ups. So now RDCs are looking at me like, oh, we're gonna pick on her because she doesn't know this or that. You don't want that to happen to you. Honestly, you don't. Okay, do them push-ups, do them sit-ups. Do whatever you need to do to build any type of strength. Okay, I don't care if you walk in looking like Goliath. Like, long as you get it done, get it done. Okay, this is probably something that most people would not recommend, but for me, I'm just telling you, I'm just going based off, I made these notes and these like pinpoints based off of my Navy boot camp experience, which I can definitely make a video about also of my boot camp experience. But practice daily affirmations. Literally, I'm sitting in front of a mirror, so I'm gonna look up real quick. Look in the mirror and be like, you are beautiful, you are strong. Like, it helps to do that, because boot camp is meant to like mentally, emotionally, physically knock you down, so that they can build you up, so that you can be able to take on certain situations and not let your emotions be affected, not let your mental state be affected, and so you are physically ready to take on that situation. So definitely 100% practice affirmations. just do it. Like, find 10 things that you would like to hear. Like, so say someone walk up to you and they're like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, you're so strong. Oh my God, like, blah blah. You walk so nice. Like, I've been following you. You just doing everything right. Like, the things you want to hear from other people, you enjoy hearing from other people. Tell yourself that. Look in the mirror and do it. Like, it helps, because you're gonna start building yourself up. So when you get to boot camp, like, the chances of you being completely knocked down is very slim to none. Learn Navy terminology. Learn Navy terminology. Learn Navy I can't even say it. Learn Navy terminology. I say that because you don't want to get in there and be like, oh, can I go to the bathroom? And they're gonna be like, recruit, are you a civilian or are you in boot camp? You want to use the head. You want to go to the galley. Like, you're not gonna ask to go to the galley. They're gonna tell you, you know, but you don't want to be like cafeteria, because you know in high school it's called cafeteria. This is the U.S. Navy, boo. This is not high school, okay? So if that, you just terminology, I will make a video on important terms you should know in boot camp and in the fleet. Like, it don't matter what part of your Navy career you're in, whether you don't have a ship out date, or you just graduated boot camp and you think that you may know every terminology. It does not hurt to learn new terminology, so that when you hear, you're like, oh, I heard that before. Oh, I feel comfortable saying that. Like, you know, just, I got you. Last thing, okay? So yes, I have just told you an earful of things, right? But don't try to incorporate everything from this video or other videos that you have watched to kind of get you prepped for boot camp. Don't incorporate that when you get there. Don't go there being a know-it-all, because that's not it. I had someone in my division who just swore they just knew everything. Like, yes, it's good to know these things, but know them to yourself, right? And then, like, when it comes down to you being able to present what you know, then do it. Don't just go ahead, because the whole point of boot camp is to learn these things. But learning these things prior is just to help your transition to be smoother. It's not so you can have another target on your back. I know I keep mentioning target, but in boot camp there is a lot of ways to have a target on your back, and you want to kind of like eliminate those ways that can happen to you, right? So I'm here to help. So yes, don't try to go there and be a know-it-all. Like, I know this, so I'm not listening. Nope, I don't want to hear nothing you guys say. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, because I promise you, they gonna pick up on that attitude. And then don't go to boot camp with a bad attitude. Don't, okay? You signed a contract saying that you was gonna go and do your boot camp for 2 months, and you know that's what you was gonna do. You was gonna learn and be a part of the Navy. You was gonna be a sailor for the Navy. So do that. Don't go in there, like I said, with that I know it all attitude, or I'm too good to be here attitude. Like, if that was the case, why did you sign? Why did you join? Remember the reasons why you joined. Even if you have no reason at all, it's gonna be something keeping you there. So just stick through it, okay? But until next time, guys, it's been very lovely. Thank you for tuning into this video. If you like what you hear and what you see, definitely like this video and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.